Okay, we just landed, got the bear fence built up. I guess flying in, we saw, I don't know, 50 bears and 2 moose. So we saw some moose coming in. Not, you'd hope to see like, oh, there's a monster down there, but didn't see that. And yeah, we're on the edge of the lake. We're gonna verify the guns are still zeroed. And then the plan is to hike 2 to 5 miles until we get to a place that feels like, hey, this is a great place for base camp. We'll set up there, and really the plan is to hunt around base camp, and within 2 miles of that the next 6 days. I don't know if we've hiked, but not even 2 miles, but it's slow going. Every step is uneven or swamp or whatever, but got up on this knob. You can see over this valley. And what do we have, 2 moose? 2 shooters spotted? Yeah, 2 shooters. Way. There was a close one at 900 yards. It's a little 36-inch bull or something like that, but it's certainly encouraging. I think everyone's pretty optimistic we're gonna find a bull tomorrow, which is our first legal day to hunt, and get one killed. So our friend Dione printed us out some MOA charts. The little bull's at 1,000 yards, and I'm trying to see how much he takes up, minutes of angle he takes up in the reticle, and then match it up with the chart. At 1,000 yards, he needs to be 5 MOA, and looks to be about 3.5. Without a doubt the most ridiculous load of crap I've ever had to strap my back.
The terrain looks like what I expected, but definitely did not expect it to be this difficult moving around. So we'll see how that pans out over 10 days.
We're gonna go glass over here for the evening. We saw a bunch of moose today, a couple shooters way off in the distance. With the amount of brush, there's just gonna be some kind of luck that comes involved, like getting there at the right time before they duck into the brush. Or we just be really patient and just call from a single location and let them come to us. Probably the smart play. We'll see. We did some calling last night from the kind of spot we can see down into the valley, and there was moose everywhere, just no shooters, like close, some way off in the distance. So optimistic that either one of those 2 comes closer or there's another one that shows up. It's gonna just take some luck, some patience, and then some luck. You see a bull for 45 seconds and then just take 5 steps back into the alders and it's gone to the world. So I just don't know how you make a plan on that, because these alder patches are huge. They could go in and come out, you know, half a mile the other side and you never know it. Good day for killing a moose.
Where's your best effort? No. It's the first one. I gotta get warmed up.
I saw a bull about 900 yards, and then he disappeared in the alders, and all of a sudden he popped out at 500. He walked across the clearing. He's coming up, and he's like a 40-ish inch bull, low 40s probably. We saw all the way on the other side of this valley. We've been calling all morning and he's working his way towards us now, finally. It looks like the first legal bull of the trip in a place where we could potentially call him in.
Take a look at him.
Yeah, he's got 3 brows on his passenger side.
Bull, he's coming. He's from a long ways away. He's probably 1,000 yards right now. Tyler's range. He wants him to get to 6, which is the river. So we're just gonna wait out, but it's just started raining on us. We just kind of lost all visibility. Hopefully, that bull doesn't bed down. But if nothing else, we'll get him at some point.
And we thought for sure it was going to come right to us. Looked pretty interesting in our calling, but along the way ran into 2 cows, and right now he's about 1,000 yards away in the alder brush with them. So we're kind of just waiting to see what happens there, and I don't know, see if we can make a play by this evening, or if he gets bored with them and comes our direction. Other than that, we don't really have too many options.
We had the bull come across that flat earlier, and it joined up with 2 cows. Tyler and Dan are going to sit on that. It's probably it. We haven't seen it, so it could have left, but it's probably 1,200 yards away. So optimistic that it joined up with the 2 cows, it'll come out and feed. Justin spotted a nice bull this way, about a mile. So we're going to try to just stay high on this ridge and bust brush, pick a way through it, see what we see. Okay, well, we didn't go 20 minutes and 400 yards from camp, if that. Then we had a bull pop out right here. He was headed towards the other guys. They've got much higher power rifle scopes to like really zoom in, and they've got the better tripod. We could hear them calling, and he just staring at their direction. I mean, I hope he'd shoot him. It's day 1 and we're into him.
Give me an update on just like the weather.
something.
Whew, okay, well, we made it back to camp last night, right at dark, and then the wind just picked up, and all night long, I was 2 feet from the wall of my tent, and at times it was smacking against my body. It was just ripping all night long, and we were fairly protected up there too. And then just rain and rain and rain. It was coming in sideways underneath my tent, and everything I had was soaking wet that was on that side. But the rain stopped at some point in the night, and things actually dried out pretty quick. Right now it's just windy. We haven't pulled a weather report yet to see what it's going to be like for the rest of the day. But the goal is we're going to glass for a little bit, and then we got to move the camp, get Tyler's meat closer to us, reset up a base camp, get the bear fence around it, and then we'll be able to like really keep hunting. But just going to take advantage of this first hour and a half, try to locate any more bulls for this afternoon. Well, we're gonna got a game plan, pack up camp, move it down about, not that far, probably 800 yards or so down to the river, get Tyler's meat, and we're gonna set up a base camp down there with the bear fence around the meat, and then we'll kind of continue to hunt upriver. It's supposed to really start raining this afternoon, so try to get all this work done before then and see what happens.
We are officially those guys with 18 things hanging off our packs.
Boy, there's a good path just straight across here. We got down to where we kind of wanted to camp, but just don't like the setup. So those guys are gonna go get Tyler's moose and portage upstream about 1.5 miles. See how it goes. We're gonna try paddling first, and if not, just grab a rope and drag it along the edge of the bank. And then we got like 800 yards to go is all, which, I mean, no joke, will take 2 hours, especially with these freaking packs. Justin and I came over here, hiked across, got the camp all set up in the bushes. I was able to find a nice little bank that's actually 15 feet above the river. We can see out through the flat, so I feel pretty good about it. We got our own little freshwater stream, good place to put the meat and the bear fence. And those guys are dragging. I don't know if they're gonna try to paddle or drag, but they're dragging that moose 1.6 miles upstream, just so we got a better camp spot. And I think we can hang out here and kill some moose. Apparently in the bear mecca, we've seen countless, 100 plus big old brown bears just lumbering around. There's one right here 350 yards away from camp. One at another camp up higher. You can see everything, just bears everywhere. Pretty cool. No close encounters yet. Knock on wood. Pretty cool to watch. This river's filled with salmon, so there's dead fish everywhere.
Stuffed into those Crocs yesterday. Mine are cold too, though. Well, it's first thing in the morning, probably 7:30. So I guess we didn't update last night. Justin and I stayed right here. Dan and Tyler hiked up the hill to get a better vantage point. Apparently a bull came in 30 yards behind us, and he was just like barely too small. It was just right here. They were gonna shoot it, but yeah, it was just too small. So the calling's definitely working. We're gonna, those guys are heading up. We've been calling from camp a little bit last night, a little bit this morning. Those guys are heading back up to that vantage point. Justin and I are gonna hang out here for just 15 minutes and then head around that corner. So we're kind of looking upriver. And I don't know, it was a nice cool morning. Winds finally died down. Feels like it's a good day for something to die. Hopefully that's us killing a moose and not a bear killing us. I would love to be here a month ago. Bet it'd be a fish every single cast. That's cool. That's cool. It's just like there's so many bears. I'm walking up and down this. Just, it's gonna be every half a mile we're gonna find one. But they're very fat and happy, clearly. Lots of salmon. We left camp this morning, and We only went half a mile, but everything feels further than that. Half a mile straight line distance. We followed the river and then climbed up this hill. And we just, as you can see, got unbelievable vantage point. There's one giant bull way in the distance we keep seeing. A cow and a calf bedded right below us, and then a small bull just fed out. It's a dang near full moon. It's super bright all night long. I'm just kind of expecting it to be a slow morning. Like the cow and the calf are right here in the alders. They bedded down and just disappear. So we're just optimistic if we sit here long enough that the shooter will come by. We just heard 2 gunshots. Those guys are 800 yards away. Awesome. Awesome. Heck yeah. And whatever they shot is right by camp.
Hell yeah. Tyler just texted back. We got a bull, 57 inches, great bull right above camp. That's freaking awesome. 2 bulls down on our 3rd day of hunting. That's pretty good. Pretty good start. We got 7 days, counting today, left to kill 2 more. So it's looking good. Too bad we didn't get it on film. So it's 2:30. We've been sitting here since 9 this morning, 10 this morning, something like that. Haven't seen a couple bulls way off in the distance, nothing below us. We've been waiting for the camera lens to unfog, and then we're gonna finally did. So now we're gonna move up over to that knob over there. You can see a whole new side of country. So probably get over there, do a little bit of calling, go kill a 72 incher for Justin. You had a tough time last time before. Where did you even start? Jeez. There's a big bull out here somewhere. Hiked over from where we were glassing earlier to look into a whole new pile of country. We saw the one small bull we saw this morning. That sucker's just traveling all sorts of country. And surprise, more bears. Sow and 2 cubs, a sow and a cub, and another bear. So, yeah, kind of a slow day for us. Glad Dan got his bull. Excited to get back to camp and check it out. Hopefully something steps out of the alders here and Justin gets a shot off. We'll probably glass for another hour or so and then just kind of hunt our way back to camp.
Nice one.
Thanks, buddy.
Congratulations. Where was he standing?
Right where the carcass is. Walked up the river like archery range from the meat. Walked right up here, shook off, and then come all the way up. Yeah. Once he got down to here in the river, and he was like almost walked past us, and we went, whoa! And he turned,
like stopped and turned and just stood there, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's for sure. And then we just let him keep coming.
That's when I got a good look at him just through the binos. I was like doing the eye thing and everything. I was like, he's there. Like, tell me what just happened.
We almost got trampled. We called a second bull in during the setup.
This thing was like 3 yards from us. What?
A little club bull. Right into our lap. He was standing in the circle of shit we had kicked down. We moved out 10 yards to be able to see over the hill. And that bull ran right to where we were standing and stood there.
You guys had a much cooler day than we did.
He got it on film. It's pretty awesome.
I just flipped it to the sideways like Justin said.
Oh yeah.
Did anything happen since you shot?
We took our shot of whiskey, and then that same bull crossed here, and then another bull was out there, and
Little dinker. I saw a little dinker go away. There's a little bull that like came from here and walked way over there and then came back, and I saw
That's
another.
probably that little bull
I
that
saw
was
it.
messing with us.
Just like nothing, like a single, and it wasn't a club. I mean, he was.
This
so
bull
it
had
wasn't
like
down. Oh.
like a 3 palm and then just like a downturned
Oh, okay.
like
No, this was
ball
just
sack.
there was basically 2 paddle bulls.
You made getting up look too easy.
Didn't feel easy. Overall though, this has been an amazing experience so far. The river's full of salmon, birds everywhere, moose, bears. It's been a really awesome experience.
Bull had 2 cows with him, and they disappeared.
That is a true Alaska giant right there, dude. You got him, dude. Nice work.
Oh crap!